just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Looking for room, it's Owens. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Play action with Reed. Now rolling to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Running inside, it's Owens. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run the counter, and he's knocked down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking for space. It's Cobb.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Brown will throw it. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The run inside. It's Morrow. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll run it again. Tripped up for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll give it to Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Line is set on third down. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, fourth and short. Interested, do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. These corners backing off a bit. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Sweet cut there. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Well, you got third in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do two things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Now on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Reed. He's got him. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Craver. Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Flips it out in the flat. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that, they let him spring free. It's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Auburn lines up quickly. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fellow, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the tight end. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosion.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Reed. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Aggies in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Reed. The screen, he can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Here's Reed to throw. Quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. That is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this open.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Reed fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Play fake, Reed. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. The run inside. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Gets the back moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Here comes the option. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Here's the pressure. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. So here comes the Auburn offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Running inside. It's Cobb. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. right down the gut of the field. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. Could be an alley. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Thanks to Grant. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Reed. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Tigers! How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Snags it quickly on the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Reed. Pressure coming. He gets away.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Keeps it on 1st down. To the ground with the back. There's some room. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Brown wants to pass. quickly to the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Four wide out set, three of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it. It's Davenport. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn! The Tigers are back on top. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Keeps it on the draw. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a big turn of events. That fumble recovery sets them up, and all they need to do is get into field goal range.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They feed him again. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Gets open down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. On the move. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Reed. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Reed. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And back to the air on second down. He's got him this time.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up-and-down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up, but this is the big moment. This is where his team needs him to come through. Great start. Let's see if he can put this together, trailing late in this football game.
Trying to run, it's Owens. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making side adjustments here. Reed. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Aggies get it right back.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when this team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.